Hello, wonderful beings. Okay, in this video, I'm going to talk about the art of sourcing. So, the art of sourcing is very different from an energetic that you may have experienced before, although maybe you've been doing it as well. But a lot of people talk about holding space for someone or something. And when you hold space for something, it's kind of like keeping it safe is my interpretation of it. That's how the energetic, it's like, I got ya, like that, right? But sourcing something, sourcing a space or a person or a circumstance or an event or whatever it is more like you expand, you become a field, and you take the field of what you're working with, whether that's a person, you've got the whole of them as a person and a being, or an event, you've got the whole of the event and all the people that are touched by it. And it's like you're exhilarating the space of that, whether it's a person or an event or a circumstance or whatever. You're sourcing the space. And to me, sourcing the space means uplifting it, up-leveling it, raising the vibrational frequency, bringing it into its highest potential, its greatest outcomes. It's not about having an agenda of how it turns out, because I think if I have an agenda of how something turns out, then I'm in the way of it because the way I see it, however you want to talk about the universe, the field, whatever, it has great things in mind for us. And sometimes when we set an agenda or an intention, if we're helping with something, then it kind of might not be the optimal thing, which is really exciting. So again, let's play with this. Let's practice it. Okay. So pick a circumstance in life that you would like to see elevated and turned out. Or it might be an event. We won't pick a person just yet. We'll do an event or a circumstance. And it doesn't have to be something terrible that's going on, although you could do that if you want to. I would pick something maybe in your life or in someone else's life that you know that you'd like to see exhilarated and uplifted and taken to new levels of height. Okay, so there you go. You get what that is. And I've got all of you who are watching this video. Okay. And you take a deep breath and you exhilarate the field. You bring it into grace and optimal outcomes and super genius flow and new possibilities and quantum burst of starlight, whatever you want to call it, vibes, great vibes, good outcomes, etc. And you kind of like just giving it I like to call it a zing. Like it's like there, you've uplifted the possibility of it. Do you see what I mean? So again, now do that yourself with whatever circumstance or event or whatever you're looking at. Here we go. And one of the things with the art of sourcing, if you'll notice with me, if you replay that and watch me, it always puts a smile on my face. Always, like a great big huge grin on my face. Because you've moved from the world of problem and yuck and things going amiss and chaos happening and you don't understand it. You've moved to a level where you are simply exhilarating the goodness, exhilarating the greater outcomes, exhilarating the new possibilities, exhilarating the people. And, so I used exhilarating a lot. You could switch that word for others if you want. Uplifting, up leveling, increasing the great vibes, connecting it, plugging it into universal greatness, etc. There's all kinds of ways you could talk about it and things you could do with it. But for me, it's like a field to field kind of like like a super boost of something. Okay, let's try this now with a person. So pick someone you know who could use a boost. or even someone you just love who could use a boost. All right. Okay, so again, you're going field to field. So it's not like person to person. It's expansive field to expansive field, greater being, universe in physical body, whatever, however you want to relate to it. So pick a person and then be with them like, wow, you are sourcing the witnessing of them, the celebration of them, the beauty of them, the genius of them, the wonder of them. You're like, wow. And in that field in which they occur, there is such a kind of like a supercharged vibe and a connectedness and flow in a just that's just like, ooh, amazing. And when you do that yourself, when you're doing it for someone else, you can do it for yourself as well if you'd like to. Sometimes when I'm disco dancing at night before I get into bed to get some exercise, I'll like run it through my whole physicality, my whole being, my whole expansiveness, my relationship with the universe, etc., etc. And I just zing myself up. Now you would think, well, how do you get to sleep after that? Well, I watch a bit of TV and I fall asleep in bed, so it seems to work fine for me. So you don't have to do it before you get into bed at night, but you can do it for yourself, and the body just loves it. It's like a, oh, there, we're zinging up and sourcing the physicality of us to be more alive, to be more connected with all of life, to be more in love with all of life. Again, it's not agenda based or intention based, this one. It's like just taking the field of it and lifting it up. So, how's that feel? Because when you do it, especially when you do it for someone else, you end up feeling fantastic. Like it's a mutual mutual vibe thing. The more you do it, the more wonderful you feel, the more wonderfully connected you are. So even though you're sourcing field to field for someone or something else, you feel fantastic afterwards. So there you go. That's a play with the art of sourcing. I would suggest you practice with this and see what happens when you do. Okay, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching.